Hi, it's Jesse providing a BC Wildlife Federation member update for the second week of May. Everybody's been asking about hunting regulations and LEH synopsis. LEH should be out around May 15th to 17th is what we anticipate. Announcements around regulations will probably be around a similar time. So everybody that's been asking, give it a week to 10 days, it should be out. In the good news world, BCWF is thrilled to announce that we've partnered with the Pacific Salmon Foundation and the Habitat Conservation Trust Foundation to provide funding to the province's Invasive Mussel Defense Program. And so really that funding is going to go and help the Conservation Officer Service to inspect boats that are entering BC. Thank you to our partners, thanks to the province, and I also want to give a shout out to BC Hydro, which had reduced its funding in the past, and they're back up to $900,000 a year. So great work, really glad to see this funding. It's not enough, we also need legislation and regulation, but it's a good start. Really happy to see people partnering and recognizing how big of a threat that invasive mussels are, and whirling disease, to our freshwater ecosystems, our fish, and quite frankly, anyone who pays taxes or drinks water in BC. Wildfire Coexistence Symposium in Kelowna, June 3rd to 5th. If you're interested in attending, listening, hearing from experts or engaging experts about how we start to adapt our practices and start to have cultural, prescribed, controlled burns rather than devastating wildfires in July and August, please come out and attend. We're looking for a big response and really looking to move the needle provincially so we can start doing a better job of taking care of the environment and protecting people's infrastructure. Women's Outdoor Weekends are coming up. May 24th to 26th, Cowichan Lake on the island. Spread the word. June 14th to 16th in Peachland. Spread the word on that one. If you know any women who are interested in meeting a whole bunch of friends, learning a whole bunch of new skills as it relates to the outdoors, this is the program for you. This program, it gets all kinds of super positive reviews. We have people that have been coming to these camps for over a decade. If you're interested or you know someone who might be interested, make sure they sign up. Town halls, we've had town halls now in Cranbrook, Grand Forks, and this last weekend and week, President David Lewis and Steve Hamilton toured a huge part of the north. So they had Prince George, Smithers, Terrace, Kitimat, and Prince Rupert. Great turnout at the one I was at in Cranbrook. A lot of positive feedback. It was great to see people really come together and recognize that, look, fish and wildlife are in trouble. Public access is in trouble. We need to put aside our differences and start working together. I think there's a broad recognition in our community that what we've done in the past hasn't worked, and we're going to have to start to amp it up. This is part of it. We need to get people out to vote in October and need to get parties on side with taking care of what we so dearly cherish. The other one is we've had a number of other events. Range Day will be June 1st. There's a whole bunch of clubs that are putting on Range Day. If you have people who are looking to volunteer, make sure they go to their club. Or if you have people who are brand new to the outdoors or you think they might be interested, this is a great opportunity to bring members of the public out and people who have never shot a firearm to go out and try it and understand what our community is about. The Victoria Outdoors Show was recently. President Doug Bancroft from Region 1 attended that on behalf of BCWF. Thanks, Doug. CWD. So over the last 3 months, since February 1st, we were advised that there were 2 positives. The Federation has been advocating intensively with all levels of the provincial government. The province's response plan essentially said wherever we have a positive, we need to go out and increase sampling to understand how much CWD is on the landscape. The province had a goal to harvest 25 deer in both of the areas where they had positives. As of the 3rd week of April, they had only harvested 2. So we have been spending a lot of time trying to get the province focused and show some leadership to start understanding how much CWD is on the landscape so that we can start mitigating CWD in the province. We are hoping that the tide has turned and that we're starting to get on with it, but this is a really important one for every single person in British Columbia that cares about CWD. The best thing we can do is figure out where we have it, how much we have it, and start to manage it. And managing it often involves reducing wildlife densities, but there's a bigger cause and a bigger kind of impact at risk. Our conservation stewardship team and teams are all over the province. So Fraser River tidal cleanup, they're in the media. They've removed tons and tons of debris, garbage. We have folks that have been in the Okanagan and the Thompson doing the wetlands ecosystem service protocol, and a whole bunch of new sites that are coming online and intensive monitoring. So great job to you all. And the other thing is we're going to have a webinar coming up on the Learn to Hunt side with Stanley Troyer on how to butcher a black bear. That will be, kind of time dependent. He has to harvest a black bear, someone else does, but that will be a great workshop, a great virtual workshop for people to attend. So seeing lots of people have been out turkey hunting, bear hunting, and out fishing. Enjoy it. It's supposed to be really hot this weekend. We have some pretty serious concerns around drought right now. June is the month that changes all of that. And then the last piece for folks around whirling disease and mussels is we need to get in the habit of clean, drain, dry with our boats. And for people who are in waders and that sort of thing, definitely want to make sure that you clean those after every time you've gone out fishing. That's going to be part of our future as we deal with invasives and disease. So now is the time to get started on it and start being proactive and educating our fellow anglers. Talk to you all in a few weeks. Hope you enjoy the outdoors.